Combo Nation, this is Grown B, and today I want to talk to you about weapon balancing. I think a lot of times we talk about weapon balancing as one weapon really in relation to the other weapons in the game, and I think that really is a way that we need to kind of move away from and start talking about weapon balancing in the form that I'm going to be talking about it today, which is the weapon in relation to the role that particular weapon is supposed to play. And I think that's where Call of Duty is struggling a lot right now, because there are too many weapons trying to be too good at everything, and then there are too many weapons that aren't good at what clearly is supposed to be their role in the game. And I think that's creating a big disconnect, and I think that's what funnels everybody into using one or two weapons. And at the end of the day, I don't think that there really is a way to get away from a particular weapon or a particular class being quote unquote meta. However, when you double down on giving guns their respect to a role and then balancing them accordingly, I think you solve a lot of issues. See, I think we really need to get back to strengths and weaknesses. If I play to the strengths of my gun while also playing to the weaknesses of yours, I should be successful. If I'm playing to the weaknesses of my gun against the strength of yours, I should be unsuccessful. I think that's a very solid formula, and that is completely outside of all these mechanics that y'all are checking out Drifter and Exclusive Ace for. It's not about ADS, it's not about recoil, it's not about sprint out time. It's about what conditions have you built this gun to be successful in, and what conditions have you built this gun to be unsuccessful in. And then of course there are going to be some instances where there's a little bit of a middle ground, and the person who works the hardest and practices the most will be able to excel in those conditions. But I think that is the dynamic that we really need to get back to. So let's talk about some examples. Do y'all remember the 1887s from Modern Warfare 2? Like, if you played that game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those were so ridiculously overpowered. I don't think anybody complained when they got nerfed. I legit think that once they got nerfed, everyone just said, man, yeah, it was fun while it lasted. We knew those guns were stupid. You could dual wield them, and if you dual wielded them, submachine guns really didn't have a chance. And this is when submachine guns were just ridiculous. This is back when every gun in the game was just ridiculous, and I think that is often a great formula as well, but that's a topic for another day. Like Modern Warfare 2, they just said, all right, we're gonna overpower every gun. That's gonna be our balance. We're overpowering everything. But shotguns are designed to be close quarters weapons. It didn't make sense that they were regularly beating out assault rifles, regularly beating out, submachines from that kind of middle range. I mean, they just had no chance against those 1887s. And those are instances where a gun is overperforming in the role, really overperforming outside of the role that is designed to play in. All right, so I have a history of talking too much. Let's go ahead and jump into the meat and potatoes of this video. The point that I'm really trying to make here is every gun in the game should really have a scenario in which it excels or even dominates. Perfect example, a shotgun, I should feel very comfortable in close quartered areas with a shotgun. I should feel that I have an advantage in the matchup. I should feel like I've put myself in a good position if I know that the enemy is in a closed area like this and I'm just walking in to try to take care of business. Snipers, for example. You know how you look out into the distance and you see that sniper glare and you're terrified? That's a good thing, because you know that you are at a disadvantage because of the position that player has put themselves in with their weapon. The problem occurs is when I have a shotgun and I walk into a close quartered area and you have a sniper, and before I can get my shot off, suddenly I'm quick scoped and down. Now, that happening 1 or 2 times throughout the night is one thing, but an instance where someone with a sniper rifle can consistently get kills in close quarters against someone using a shotgun just seems ridiculous to me. And it's not something that people really complain about too often, but to me, that's a big deal. To me, that's almost a game-breaking aspect of the game, because I'm using a gun that's supposed to excel in close quarters, you're using a gun that's supposed to excel at longer ranges, and my strength is supposed to be your disadvantage, but you're consistently getting kills in those scenarios. That's a big issue. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who thinks it's a problem, that somebody can pick up a submachine, bust into a close-quartered area, hip fire, killing a shotgunner, and then in the same life, with the same clip, without having to reload, can step outside and kill somebody from 10 times the distance away. Sometimes that could even be a sniper if he's a little off his game. I mean, lately when it comes to Call of Duty, snipers can perform at a high level in any facet of the game. Submachines can perform at a high level in any facet of the game. But then you got weapons like the Marksman rifles or the tactical rifles that can't get kills from close range because submachines are going to beat them out, and most of the time shotguns are going to beat them out. But they can't compete at long ranges either because the aim assist is better on snipers, and these tactical rifles always take 2 and 3 shots to kill when the snipers take 1. You know, I used to lick my lips when I had a shotgun going into a close quartered area. Now I don't know if I'm gonna get quick scoped or hip fired with a MP5. And I honestly have no idea what assault rifles are supposed to be doing in this game. And this is what I mean when I say some guns are trying to be too good at too many things, while other guns really don't have a place in the game right now. That's something that I think needs to be fixed. If you like the video, like it. If you think someone else might like it, share it. And if you want to see more, I really hope that you will subscribe.